love. I don't think that will be a surprise to anybody to hear love as one of the great 9 freedoms. Except that the word love is so misunderstood and differently used by different people. Love and peace can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. In the 60s it meant quite often it could have been changed, those words, for sex and drugs at one point, I think, in some people. So love can mean many things, but Mars Sector 6 here is talking about love not as an emotion, not even as a mental state, certainly not as a possessive thing, not even necessarily as an individualized thing at all, but as an energy. As an energy. Love as an energy. And he goes on to explain why this can completely liberate us at every level. So let's hear the second extract about love. Thank you, Jeremy.
Manifestation of the second of freedom will bring to term freedom from a want, freedom from a war, freedom from dis-ease, freedom from one's lower self, freedom from hate, freedom from basic emotionalism, the manifestation of this one basic freedom gives as its prize all basic freedoms with little exception.
There's a fantastic list there of things that love can do for us. Get rid of want. That means no poverty. Get rid of war. There, if you did those two things, the world would be well on the way to being sorted. And all we need is love. There's plenty of energy to go around. One of the wonderful things, though, about this teaching as delivered by Mars Sector 6, and I must add, the commentaries in the book, The 9 Freedoms, are absolutely, as far as I'm concerned, indispensable by Dr. King in his own right as a master. Because he understands them, he has experienced them, and he throws light upon them. And let me single out 3 ways, and some of you will be very familiar with all 3 of these, 3 ways that we can radiate love. Because so often, and the Freedom actually says this, love is a subject of academic debate and discussion and theory, rather than a practical living thing. And an unlimited living thing, which can spread throughout the world. It's not limited to particular people, it's not limited to people. Animals respond to love tremendously and radiate love. Plant life responds to love, energy. There have been studies in universities which have proved this, where certain plants were blessed and certain plants were cursed, all on a university campus. Same water, same light, same degree of sunlight, all conditions the same. The blessed plants thrived, the cursed ones withered. Plant life responds to love. Inanimate objects respond to love. Machinery, equipment. Love is a universal energy, and it's not limited by space. It can travel. And one of the great things, the greatest expressions of love, is undoubtedly healing. which anyone can do. And we run courses on it, we're running a course on it here shortly. Many of you do it, many in this audience do it. Prayer is another one. Prayer, and I would like to recommend, I think, as a, if I can use this phrase, a sister set of teachings, the 12 blessings. If you have the 9 freedoms and the 12 blessings, you've got there just the most fantastic combination of practical living teachings. And in the 12 blessings, which is a practice and a radiation of love energy, the Master Jesus, who delivered this in 1958, says, "First cometh the angel peace, to make way for the goddess love." And peace is something, people found a certain inner peace, which we can all do. We can't do it, by the way, if we don't help others. Not really for long anyway. Not true peace. But momentarily, if we find peace, then from that we can radiate love to others. And the two go hand. People who are angry in themselves, bitter in themselves, jealous in themselves, they don't really radiate love energy very well. And I'm not saying any of us are immune from those emotions at times, but if we can overcome them, we'll be purer channels for love. Well, I could say so much more about love. Healing, prayer. These things, though, as we practice them, will free us from emotional attachment, free us from selfishness, which is a prison of a kind, and enable us to just become freer, because they are the 9 freedoms. And mantra, I should mention too, as the third way. Those 3 things, healing, prayer, mantra, are ways of channeling, of radiating love energy.